Hey guys, and welcome back to my Star Wars The Clone Wars vlog series. Today I am talking about Season 1, Episode 4, Destroy Malevolence, where Padme and C-3PO are caught in the middle of a space battle. Now this one was... it had its ups and downs for sure, and it was the conclusion to this Malevolence subplot. The first thing I noticed was that, oh, look, Grievous, he's wearing his cool cloak again. And then he quickly loses it later. So much for that. And basically, you got Palpatine setting a trap for Padme so she could be a hostage by Grievous, Color me surprised, But then you have to have C-3PO thrown in there, and C-3PO is, well, C-3PO. And then Anakin and Obi-Wan have to go and board the ship to rescue her and C-3PO. So that is the basic gist of the episode, and in the process they do end up destroying the Malevolence, which is, why the episode's called Destroy Malevolence. Again, color me surprised. But let's see, what thoughts do I have on it? Well, I mean, again, I'm still not very impressed. I'm still very disappointed in the fact that the Clone Wars Grievous is just as two-dimensional, angsty, ineffective as Revenge of the Sith Grievous. In the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars miniseries, Grievous was so much more menacing. But this version of Grievous, he's just so cartoony. Like, he's just two-dimensional. He is always walking right into a big failure, always lashing out his droids, just being ineffectual. And honestly, like Padme, C-3PO, Obi-Wan, Anakin, and just our heroes in general, they would probably not succeed as often as they do during this point in time in Star Wars history, because the battle droids, they're just so stupid. They're so dumb. They don't do anything right. They're screwing everything up. They don't have common sense programmed into them. They can't even shoot straight. And I know they're supposed to be as ineffectual as stormtroopers are in the OG series, but it's like, guys, you're only able to succeed because the writers have insisted that the battle droids have to be dumb as a bucket of bolts, literally. It's like, if they were smarter, if they were more threatening, a lot of these plans wouldn't actually, if Grievous wasn't so quick to anger too, like, a lot of these mistakes would not be made, and the Jedi would have a harder time winning. And like, there was one moment that was a little cringy. They tried to flip the script on that iconic scene in Revenge of the Sith where Obi-Wan faces against Grievous. He hops down and he goes, "Hello there," They did that with Grievous hopping down and saying hello there to Obi-Wan, and I'm just like, really? No. Do not steal that moment from Obi-Wan. That is an Obi-Wan moment. You're not allowed to turn that into a callback or I don't know. Is it really a callback when it actually takes place before Obi-Wan invents that little greeting? Like, I don't know. I want to there's been so many little callbacks with like one-liners and recycled phrases and conversation points in so far in these first 4 episodes where it's just like, you didn't need to do that. That was a really lame forced callback or reference, or like, there's nothing wrong with the, like, I got a bad feeling about this. That will always be a classic Star Wars quote that any character can say. But a lot of the other little quotes and stuff have been like, Yeah. Okay. Moving on. You know. Um. Yeah, and like C-3PO is just the comic relief, always getting into trouble, blah blah blah. Like, and then they save the day, and it's all good. And according to Disney Plus, then the episode after this is now completely unrelated. So at least there'll be that, because this little subplot just went kind of exactly how I envisioned it to be. Very predictable. Just, you know, just whatever. Like, kids would like it. I was just like, you know. It is what it is, but very, very slowly I will try to move forward with the series. As of recording this vlog, I actually had watched the first four episodes on Disney Plus in one night. So this is not something that's gonna be like a very regular thing. Like, I'm gonna space out these vlog uploads, like maybe have them be once a week or something, or maybe twice a week. But just be aware that for those of you watching on YouTube, a lot of these will have been recorded well before they actually got posted. So I may end up being further along in the series by that point. But yeah, I mean, that is the end to the Malevolence subplot. And again, I just, 4 episodes in, I really have to try to get used to the stiff, unappealing animation and art style. The fact that it definitely feels a little more childish, and how like certain characters just aren't represented in the way that I think they should, such as Dooku and Grievous. And yeah, like, they're the main ones. Like, this Dooku is just perpetually angry looking and doesn't look or sound anything like Christopher Lee. And yeah, Dooku needs to be have a little more humor to him. Not being like funny or whatever, but he needs to like have a little more like sinister, like enjoying his sinisterness, and not just being perpetually like, I'm upset with, my child, Grievous, always making mistakes, like, that's how it feels like. He's the dad, and Grievous is his son, and he's always upset with him, and it's just like, I'd rather see a more sinisterly jovial Dooku, with that little guy Christopher Lee kind of flair. Like, I'll be waiting for that. I hope they do. I hope they make Dooku a little more interesting, and just not perpetually frowny, angry face, unamused all the time. Like, nah. Christopher Lee played Dooku in such a way where he's just like delightfully evil, and I like his kind of more like noble, just like, haha, I'm evil. But we'll see. And I'll just have to concede to the fact that this Grievous in this show is just going to be very boring, stale, and just, twirl your mustache kind of villain who's constantly getting angry about everything and all that. But and also, why couldn't more Jedi just do the trick that Obi-Wan did in this episode, where if there's a droideka, just force push it, make it roll into enemies? Like, droidekas were always set to be kind of like the really tricky enemy type to fight, at least in like video games and other things. But anyway, whatever. It would make it too easy if everyone could just use the same tactics every time against with those droids. So, yeah. And also, I have no comments to really make on the Clone Wars Padme. I mean, her voice actress is fine. Like, again, it's kind of hard to perfectly replicate Natalie Portman's voice. It does have like, she's trying. She's doing a good enough job. And yeah, so no comments to really make on her, because this is the first time I saw her in the series. And I will will be continuing to watch at my leisure. Weekends will obviously be the time when I can try to push more episodes um, through. Um, but yeah, enough of my rambling. I will see you in the next one.